Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for February 7th, 2018. For your Wednesday, we have a winter storm that's going to be taking shape across the region. This is not going to be all snow for most areas. This is going to transition from snow to sleet to freezing rain and then plain rain for some locations. So it will not be an all-snow event, but there will be a good thump of snow on the front end for a lot of areas, especially in the interior. We'll have several inches of snow, perhaps at times moderate to heavy snow before any changeover occurs. And then that will change over. We're going to go to the next frame here to show you as that low pressure moves further northeast. You have that warm air advection on the southern end of it, and you're going to turn over to rain, but there will be a freezing rain, extended period of freezing rain, we think, is possible with cold air damming in this situation. The cold air damming is because of this high pressure that's sitting up to the north, and what that does in this situation is funnel in cold air from the northeast that kind of works against that warm air advection. So you'll get the warm air advection in the mid-levels, but the colder air, of course, warm air rises above cold air, so the cold air gets stuck at the surface. All right, and that's funneled in by this high pressure, keeps it cold at the surface, and so we could have an extended period of freezing rain in parts of east central and northeast PA and northern New Jersey. So we are concerned about that. We have our snow map out on the weather alerts page, and we also have an ice accrual map on the weather alerts page that favored the valley locations for that cold air damming to occur. If you're up in elevation, you probably stay snow longer, you get the heavier amounts of snow. If you're in the valleys in between, then you will have those bigger icing concerns where it goes over to rain, and it's falling as rain, but it's freezing on contact where the temperature is at or below 32 degrees, and I think that's going to stick around for a little while. But then we do change, once we get to the evening, we're going to have maybe a little bit of snow on the back end just in northeast Pennsylvania, but it's going to be brief. I don't really think that does too much, but the bigger concern is overnight we're going to have a rapid refreeze. So any of that staining water, this all area is expected to go all over rain down in this area, but there will be a rapid refreeze coming in overnight, which will turn this into ice. Now, the winds are going to help out a little bit. We're going to shift the winds to the northwest at 7 to 12 miles per hour. Won't be really too gusty, but it might be enough where it might offset some of that heavy icing. So we might not see a repeat of Monday morning. Let's hope not, but I do think another Monday morning situation where we had school delays will certainly be possible. And that's one of the concerns we had for this rapid refreeze, even in the areas that did go above freezing and change over to rain. So keep that in mind for Thursday morning also. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to go to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 5 a.m. on Wednesday. You can see the snow is moving in from the southwest, and we're going to move this ahead in hour increments. So there's 6 a.m. You can see snow overspreading the region pretty rapidly, and you can see where the rain snow line is setting up. Again, you're going to start off briefly as snow down here, down by Philadelphia, maybe the immediate suburbs. They're going to go over to sleet, freezing rain quicker there. Interior is going to get snow, so this is 7 a.m., and there is 8 a.m. You can see snow, moderate snow, perhaps even heavy snow falling in a lot of areas. So this is going to pile up quickly. The quick front-end thump here is going to be coming, and then you can see some warm air advection coming in from the southwest here as well. So not just from the south, southwest also. So the areas of south central PA will get this changeover also. Moving forward to 9, you can see that starting to change over here. So mid to late morning, we get this changeover creeping up further north. It starts off as sleet briefly, where snow mixes with sleet and then goes over to sleet. And then we're going to have the freezing rain to be concerned with behind it. This is the bigger concern, in my opinion, because we have an extensive area of freezing rain that's going to creep up. This is all freezing rain here at this point. This is below 32. Falling is freezing rain, and it's an extensive area that's going to keep moving northward. And again, because of that cold air damming situation, we're going to have a prolonged period of icing, I think, from the lower Susquehanna Valley, actually all the way out by Altoona here, and moving eastward to lower Susquehanna Valley, and also the usual colder spots, the Lehigh Valley and to northern New Jersey, are going to have an extended period of icing, I think, and that's going to lead to some ice accrual amounts in some valley locations between 1/10 and 2/10 of an inch of ice. So that is the bad part of the system. If it could remain all snow, like we are expecting up here, you're going to have 4 to 6 inches with locally 6 to 9 inches possible over the higher terrain, where that remains mostly or all snow. Might go over to sleet, some of those higher elevations also. And you can see that here, prolonged icing going into the early afternoon. And then we do change over to rain here. It's showing that going over to rain all the way up into the Poconos, but just briefly up there. Okay, and then we're going to be ending maybe as a little bit of snow in the far northeastern parts of northeastern PA, and that's it. But this will not be the biggest story. See the 32-degree line right here? Watch this thing move down to the southeast, and we are going to freeze everything. This is 8 p.m. And then once we get to 10, it's almost everywhere in Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey is below freezing, except for down by the Philly area. But that is going to continue down to by 1 o'clock in the morning. Here you can see the freezing line getting all the way down to almost the coast. So it is going to be freezing everything that was wet. Keep that in mind for Thursday morning. Okay? All right, now beyond this system, we are going to turn milder. We're going to be cold here yet on Thursday with that black ice in the morning. It's mostly sunny skies, and then increasing clouds on Friday. We have a system, it's a warm front actually, off to our north. Could provide a few snow showers on the far northern tier sections of our coverage area, and that's going to be closest to that warm front. Not a real big deal here, it doesn't look like, though. Warm front being off the north, though, and lifting off the north, will invite warm air to come in here for Saturday. Some late showers coming in later in the day, later in the afternoon on Friday from the south. This is going to be all rain across the entire coverage area, much to the chagrin of snow lovers, I understand, but this is going to be too mild, and there's no chance that this turns colder. Okay, so there's going to be a rain system, showers mainly Saturday night, and then some more rain at least into Sunday morning, but this probably continues until the cold front comes through into Sunday night, and then we clear out for Monday, and again on Tuesday should be partly cloudy. You have morning clouds on Monday giving way to sun, and then Tuesday is partly cloudy also. So we have the system to deal with today. That's our primary focus. It's going to be coming in early in the morning, so expect these school closings to be following. I wouldn't expect too many schools to be open in areas that have that extensive icing and snow forecast, but keep close to the school closing lines for that information. Of course, we don't predict that. We just predict the weather, but I do expect this is going to be a very tricky commute for areas of, especially across East Central Pennsylvania, Northeast PA, and Northeast PA and Northern New Jersey. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for February 7th, 2018. Have a great and safe Wednesday.